What an Excellent Day for a Podcast is not for the weak of heart. It contains explicit language, roller coaster-like tangents, and the occasional breakout into song. All opinions expressed are just that, opinions, and belong solely to those who speak them. Listener discretion is advised. Spoilers ahead.
My name is Bob. I guess she had something to do. Parents never listen. They always do what they want. I fell. And Mommy says you're not dead. Is that true?
What an excellent day for an podcast. You like that?
Are you fucking nuts?
I want you to pray to your God. I want you to pray that he comes and saves you.
Do I look like someone who cares what God thinks?
Welcome, horror fiends, to our little show titled What an Excellent Day for a Podcast. We appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to give us a listen. Round the horn this weekend is my fellow horror nerd, Dave, and I am J.C. So that time has come, dear listeners. The time where we can officially call this trilogy quits and seal the gates of hell for good. Seances have ended, and the books of Enoch and Eban have been, along with all of Bob's inflatable dolls, rightfully destroyed. Father Thomas has been burned up in the Dunwich tombs, the Warlock has been put to rest beneath the hotel caverns, and Dr. Fraudstein has been entombed within his own illegal surgical cellar. Wait. Dr. Fraudstein has what exactly to do with the gates of hell this go-round? Surely there's got to be a hanging, a seance, or some witchcraftian book that has allowed these gates to swing wide open, right? Yeah, sorry. I'm just not seeing the connection here. Regardless, the time has finally come for us to discuss the 150-year-old cellar dweller, a bat filled with so much blood that even Kevin Bacon and Maxine would say, damn, that's a shitload of blood. And of course, the granddaddy of all cringe-inducing dubbed voice layovers in the history of Italian horror. I mean, there are points where eating chalk would be better served than hearing one more piece of dialogue by our young friend Bob. And you mean to tell me no breasts were bitten in the making of this movie? I feel gypped here. Anyways, join us two nerds as we finally lock those Fulci trilogy gates for good by talking some damn horror. 1981's House by the Cemetary style. Yes, fucking House by the Cemetary. You know, so I initially thought this one was the titty biter. It wasn't the titty biter. Burial Ground was the titty biter.
I was going to ask you. I watched the movie fucking twice because I thought I missed it.
Yeah.
Nah, Bob was just the insufferable fucking overdub. Not that that's like a wild thing. That seems to be the consensus. But one thing I did learn though. So for that trailer, do you know who did the narration?
For the trailer?
Yeah, for the American trailers, fucking Ruben Klopek.
Ruben Klopek.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
As in like the Burbs, Klopek.
Oh, okay.
The old man.
I didn't know that.
That's one of those little things I learned. Wait, where did that go? Yeah, Theodore Gottlieb.
Theodore Gottlieb.
Yeah.
Theodore. Yeah, I just watched this movie, man. I have struggles with this one.
Mm-hmm. That now I know why I've owned it for well over a decade, and yeah, I learned that I have not watched this one yet. But apparently I heard so much about it, I thought I saw it.
Yeah, so for our listeners out there, half of the nerds joining you this morning on a Saturday morning, and just we're gonna finish the Gates of Hell trilogy finally.
Kicking and screaming.
Kicking and screaming. We got to, in my lens, we got through the two best, and now we're going to talk about which I consider
Halloween
the
ends.
worst. And that fucking kid with that dubbing and that fucking voice. Oh my God, Bob. Holy shit.
Fucking Bob.
Oh man. So yeah, so House by the Cemetery, right? Third movie in the Gates of Hell trilogy. Fulci, who played in this movie too, who actually had a little cameo.
Got a few lines in there.
Yeah. This movie, so it was released in Italy in 81, and I think in the States in 84.
I know there was a delay. I forget what year it was.
Yeah, I believe it was 1984 when it first got released.
So yeah, it was like back to back with The Beyond.
Yeah.
Just like kills and ends.
Because it was the third one that he did, right? This was the third one after City, The Beyond, and then this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said this one was kind of like the most successful one in Italy, which is fucking shocking to me when you think about it. From a box office perspective out there, it kind of did the best out of all three of them.
Well, I mean, the bar was kind of raised, so yeah. Typically, when you have such a popular movie come out, of course, everyone's going to watch the sequel, thinking it's going to be on par, if not better.
That's true. That's true.
That's why the Dream Child got such high numbers, because the Dream Master was such a hit.
Yeah, but so House by the Cemetery, again, the synopsis for this movie is basically, you have this this guy. I guess was he a doctor? This guy Norman, was his name Norman?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was a professor or if he was a doctor. And then we have Katrina McCall, who's the Scream Queen from all three.
Though she had some competition this time.
She did, from her own fucking son. Who screamed louder than she did. But yeah, she's solid. She must be the Italian Scream Queen out there, man. When they look at like Jamie Lee Curtis here and everyone who's Scream Queens out there, she has to be the fucking Scream Queen.
Yeah.
Because all she does is scream in all three movies. That same fucking scream. If you close your eyes, you think you're watching like City of the Living Dead or The Beyond.
She's definitely no final girl, but she's a Scream Queen.
Yeah. And we're going to spoil the shit out of this one, our dear listeners, so you know how we roll.
But, first spoiler being the movie was kind of spoiled right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Like spoiled milk.
So basically the premise of this movie, right, is this husband, wife, and little son Bob. I guess they're in New York City, and they go, and he's researching this Dr. Freudstein's work, right? He's trying to figure out who he was or whatever.
Well, initially it was his old colleague.
It was an old colleague down, yeah. So he's actually going to find out what happened to his old colleague who went to this house, I guess, to stay there, to research, or to do fucking something over there. So picks up the fam. What's that?
It was all a mystery.
Yeah. So picks up the family and heads out there and moves into this fucking house. When you have and the son is kind of seeing this little girl who doesn't exist but exists to him, and she's like the harbinger of doom.
Today.
Yeah. She's like, you're doomed. She's Crazy Ralph in this movie.
Although it did hit because the girl's name is May, and pretty much her introduction to the movie is watching body parts come off. So maybe there's a little multiverse there of May.
That's true, right? The mannequin in the window.
Yeah.
Which turned out to kind of be the babysitter. It was kind of like a premonition, right?
And yeah, they didn't hide that at all.
Yeah.
As soon as she walks on the screen, immediately, oh, that's the dummy.
Yeah. So they go out to this house, and there's not much going on in this movie. It's like, family goes to house, something is in the basement, and
in that house.
In that fucking house. I'll tell you what though, the dubbing got worse. I think Fulci got worse with the dubbing as his trilogy went on, because this one was...
It does feel like And again, this wasn't an official trilogy, but it just felt like he kind of, just gave up. Like, let's just get this one over with. I think it was, he watched The Shining and decided to do a half-hearted Italian version of it, because there were a lot of plot points in there. I almost got like a Shining vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like, they go to this new building, there's questionable shit there, the kid seeing things, you know, the mom thinks everybody's going nuts, and so...
Then the mom finds a fucking tomb in the house.
Which, I mean, like they said, that those houses that old, they just had that.
Yeah, and that was the husband saying, he's like, yeah, well, you know, houses typically have tombs. Really, dude? Really? There's actually a fucking tomb in the middle of your hallway, like most houses have that in Massachusetts?
And that's part of the thing, too. Another Shining parallel that I picked up on. Like, they go to this place, and everybody seems to be like, something ain't right here. But the old man's kind of defending it, like, oh, no, this is perfectly normal.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I picked up on it because I actually did, because I was looking to watch tits get dolled on. I actually did watch it twice in the last 24 hours.
Oh, jeez.
And the second time around...
God bless you.
Yeah, I just, like I said, picked up on all these little things. I'm like, it kind of feels like The Shining. And you figure that just, you know, that was a year old at the time, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching it and I'm pausing it as the movie's going on. I'm like, all right, the titty biter scene has to happen soon. It's got to happen soon. And then it just came to the end. I'm like, what the fuck? So I immediately went on and I just Googled Italian horror titty biter. And it told me Burial Ground. So I don't know if this was the same kid, because it looked like the same fucking exact kid.
Had a little bit of that Charlie Bucket look to him.
Yeah, a little bit of Charlie Bucket. But hey, right out of the gate with this movie, I got to give them props, a little homage to the Prowler, right? Right? Knife back ahead, come out mouth.
And just wiggled like a piece of, you know, shout out to Joe, a flaccid rubber knife.
Oh, yeah. Don't say flaccid. Joe will just automatically appear on our screen. Someone say flaccid? I'm here, guys. Let's talk about it.
Blumhouse.
Oh, man. That was great that you had, you do like a production now on the video where you kind of like roll credits. And you're like, Joe T, fuck Blumhouse.
That's just something I'm going to do now to like humor myself. Great. I'm trying to think, they might have done it on the scary movies as well. But, and I think Trauma has a thing for that as well. Like the ending credits, they'll throw in little gag.
Yeah.
Like mentions.
Yeah. And
the first time I did that, I might have put it in the group chat that I just wanted to do like little goofy, you know, insert some little joke throughout them, and we'll see what happens. But I was going to do that one in an earlier one, and then I forgot
Introducing
about it.
Longlegs.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to come.
Yeah. So again, love the homage to Prowler right out of the gate. I love the kind of the blood, the drag on the floor. I like how they just kind of had the blood just kind of. They did it a couple of times in this movie, which was kind of cool.
Well, Freudenstein, you know, he's been around a while, so, you know, he doesn't have the strength he used to, so you kind of have to drag. He can't just throw him over his shoulder.
Yeah. He's been hanging out in that fucking basement for 150 years.
Yeah.
Rotting. And he needs to kill to get, I guess, he uses the cells to kind of regenerate his cells or some shit like that. But
yeah, so when those first couple kills, he ain't going to have the strength he used to. So.
No, that's true. And he almost looks like he's got a fucking chef jacket on.
Yeah.
I just finished Hell's Kitchen the other night. I'm like, holy shit, Dr. Freudstein is another fucking contestant on Hell's Kitchen.
And all right, yeah, we've been on a good roll of going through these movies chronologically, but yeah, the whole, like, his face at the end, I definitely got kind of a House of a Thousand Corpses vibe. Like one, not necessarily Dr. Satan, but like one of those characters, like almost like a mishmash of, you know, I'm saying Fulci ripped off Rob Zombie, you know, 30 years earlier.
I have a premonition. Yeah, we'll just jump around on this one, man, because it's
there's we'll fall. Forget the listeners. We'll fall asleep if we go beat by beat.
Exactly.
But one thing that really hurt with the beginning was that fucking raised the bar.
Yes.
Like, it's like, all right, he ain't fucking around, like, all this. And then you had, like, an hour of...
no gore.
Multiple exposition dumps.
Yeah.
And just... I mean, I guess he built a little bit of tension in this, but yeah, it was just a lot of, like I said, some story, well, Fulci level story, and you had 2 or 3 moments where it was like, all right, this is going nowhere. All right, let's bring in a character to just kind of dump in some more background as to what's going on.
Yep.
And then, it wasn't until the realtor came back to the house, and so it felt like there was a good hour of Bob.
Oh, exactly, and that's why this movie, I'll tell. Listen, for our listeners out there, if you're into Lucio Fulci, I mean, you got to see it. It is considered kind of.
If you're going to complete, if you're one of those completionists, or whatever the word is. Yeah,
you got to see it. But for me, it was the fucking weakest of Lucio Fulci's, especially in this trilogy, but in most of his movies. I really didn't. I struggled with this one. Maybe it was just Bob's voice that just fucking cringed fingernails on a chalkboard when he fucking talks.
And that's the thing. It's not even. And that's the fucked up thing. A lot of it seems like, because again, I've heard so much about this movie over the years. Yeah. Again, to the point where I could have sworn I actually watched it, but everybody rips on Bob, and it's like he could have done a great job, but whoever they got to do the overdub ruined that character for everyone. The kid, what is it?
Kid
Giovanni,
acted well.
Yeah, was it Giovanni something that played on the fucking 8-year-old? I'm almost wondering if I would just watch the original Italian version with subtitles. For some reason I didn't think of that until now. To actually do it that way, to hear what the kid's voice actually was.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it would have probably taken a lot of the annoying out of the character.
Yeah, Giovanni Frezza. Okay. I think his name was. But yeah, listen, I don't know who the fuck is kind of adding in the dubbing whenever they do it, post-production when they're fucking, wrapping this movie up. Who fucking thought that voice fit?
What, a generic young boy voice?
Yeah.
No one's going to notice.
So, but Fulci in the movie, man, he did have a little cameo. He's got his little fucking red bow tie on. Very nice.
Yep. So, yeah, he gave I guess the first dump of information there, explaining to... Yeah, that's fucked up. I keep forgetting... What the hell was the guy's name again?
Who's that?
The main guy? Nathan?
His name was...
Or Norman, or...
I think it was Norman. Norman.
Okay.
She was Lucy, and Little Bob Boyle.
And May.
Little Bob Boyle, and I don't care.
Yeah, so he plans on making this move up to Boston to find out what try to, I guess, figure out the mystery of his former colleagues. Or, I'm sorry, not colleague. We both researched the same topics, I believe he said. Because I think Fulci, or whatever the character's name was, kind of said, I know you're really concerned about your former, colleague there. And he was just like, we studied the same thing. It sounded like he wanted no parts of him.
And he was studying, so this Dr. Freudstein, I guess, kind of conducted illegal experiments, right? So he was
kind of like
one
Dr.
of those
Satan.
Surgeons. What's that?
Kind of like Dr. Satan.
Dr. Satan, yeah.
Yeah, so he explains that, he was looking into some shit, and he may or may not have been up at that house by the cemetery up in Boston. And in case, I do love how Fulci... because you want to make sure you don't forget what that house looks like. So he just randomly cuts to it,
and the
60
house was
or
in a
70
picture,
times.
right? She had a picture of the house in her New York apartment, or what? I don't know why.
Well, he did, and that was another case of like I said, tying it into The Shining with always defending things, because she called him out like, this house looks a lot like the one in that picture in your office, and he was just like, a lot of houses look like that.
I got a little sinister vibe.
Yeah, and he specifically was seeking out this fucking house.
Yeah, it's like Sinister, right? He goes and stays in the house, brings his family, puts them in fucking danger to do his research. Kind of same premise here. And then little Bob is seeing the girl, right, who's the harbinger of doom,
and says, "Don't come play with us."
Yeah, and then he sees her everywhere. Basically, he sees her as he's sitting in the car, in the middle of a fucking street of an unknown town. While the parents are in there closing on the fucking house or whatever, and why not bring the kid in?
Why
leave him in your station wagon? All the windows open. You stay out here.
70s, 80s.
I guess, right?
I remember that though, being really young. Like my dad would go to the store or something, and he would just be like, don't be an asshole, don't get into trouble. I'll be right out.
Yeah.
Go in there for like 5 minutes or whatever, and come out, and there I was.
But at least I had maybe the window half open and all the doors locked. I mean, I used to do that too. My parents would like keep me in there. But if you're closing on a rental or something, you're probably gonna be in there for a while. And this kid was in that station wagon, fucking windows all down, fucking hanging out.
So then he had May fucking taunting him from across the street. So he decided to go play in traffic to go hang out with his new friend.
Yeah. And May,
telling him to stay away.
had a premonition of, because like first movie where you actually think it's a mannequin in the window and then its head falls off, which is kind of cool. But that's the babysitter, right? So I guess that's the premonition of the babysitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm like 99% sure I read this properly, but so May is fucking Freudenstein's daughter.
Daughter, yeah. And Mary Freudstein is the mom. So
apparently she was having these, or maybe it was just her ghost, but I don't know if that was her as like a ghost, or if this was her actually as a child and she was having these premonitions of this other family coming to the house, and she was doing like a telepathic time travel to be like, oh yeah, this house sucks that I am living in right now as an 8-year-old, so someday your family's going to come here. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I don't think anybody else saw her but Bob, so
correct.
So it could be, either she was a ghost or she was having the premonition. But she was Freudstein's daughter.
And
Dr. Freudstein.
Yeah, because the one time when Bob, he go into the basement, or I forget where he was, but yeah, he was MIA for a little bit, and he was talking about his friend again, and Annie was with him, and Lucy's like he was just like, oh, I was just hanging out with my friend again, and yeah, she was there, she would know. And yeah, it turned to Annie and like, oh, did you see it? And she's like, no, I didn't see shit.
So be honest with me. Every time fucking Bob was mentioned, did you wait for an inflatable doll to get thrown on the ground and just blow up?
You know what? That reminds me of one of the first notes I took, even though my notes are right here, but I'm trying to go without looking at them. As soon as I saw that mannequin, I'm like, that's not as cool as the other.
Yeah.
Now,
that might hurt.
Get like a combination of the two, get a self-decapitating fuck doll. This is a year or two later, so yeah, technology could have boomed up.
Yeah. Just every time they said Bob, I just immediately go to Bob and City of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
And then I wait for the inflatable doll.
Let's see.
It was funny too when the real estate agent comes to the house and she's leaving in the car. She runs over to Tombstone. She's like, fucking damn Tombstone. I mean, show some fucking respect.
I'm pretty
just
sure
ran over someone's tombstone and you're getting pissed about it. That's on you.
Damn American realtors. Always so entitled.
Yeah, burying fuckers in their driveway.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that stone was there longer than she existed. But I thought that was a nice touch of just these entitled douchebags.
Yeah. And then you got the babysitter in the house, like at night, trying to open the cellar door. Like why is the babysitter there at night? Like the parents are home, son's, and sleeping. Like why is the babysitter even at the fucking house? Unless she was staying there.
Yeah, I just assumed like by babysitter. I feel like at that time, like live-in nannies were probably more common.
Yeah,
but
or Norman was going to try to get some. I thought they might go there.
I wouldn't blame him. I mean, she was a lot less screamy than his old lady. So.
Yeah. She was in City too, wasn't she?
I didn't think to
she
look.
Was the. I think she was the. Was it City or was it the Beyond? I could have sworn she might have been in one of them. I have to check, but she looks very fucking familiar.
I'm pretty sure she was either a demon or a zombie.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, dude, and I know we're bouncing around, but like towards the end of this movie, right, where you got Bob and he's trying to get out of the cellar, and we're introduced to fucking Freudstein, who, again, I agree, Dr. Satan. I'll throw another one at you. Fucking a little bit of Cropsy from The Burning.
Yeah.
Right? Just a little, or the
like
Warlock
a tighter
from Beyond.
version.
Yeah.
I'm doing a quick look on the babysitter. Apparently, she had a role in Tenebrae. but I'm not, at a glance, I'm not seeing anything. She was in Tenebrae and Inferno, so apparently all of Italy was casting her. All the big Italian directors, so maybe that's what it was. You saw her in an Argento flick.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. But anyway, getting back to, like, you know, when towards the end, when you're seeing Dr. Frost, and he hides in the shadows a lot, right down in the cellar because he's fucking all fucked up. The eyes, dude. The eyes. Danny C and Joe T can't watch this movie because the eyes brought me to the fucking phone in Skinamarink. Tell me that when you saw those eyes at first just shooting out in the dark, I'm like, holy shit. Did I turn Skinamarink on? What are we doing here? There it is. There it is. There's the fucking eyes. If you were to go dark and just light those eyes up, that's exactly what the kid was seeing.
Oh, I'm totally going to do something with that. Got it right next to my my puzzle box. Fuck, what was I gonna? Oh, so yeah. I mean, there were a lot of focus on the eyes, but none get destroyed on screen.
Exactly.
And which I did, because I'm thinking, how the fuck do you get through a whole Fulci movie? Now, with the realtor, you saw her getting all stabbed to shit and all, and then when she's getting dragged away, you see her one eye's fucked up.
Yeah, it looked like it's been chewed on a bit.
And I did look it up, and apparently Fulci didn't like the way the effect turned out, so it was shot of her eye getting fucked up.
There was eye trauma. I mean, listen, if you're in a Fulci movie, there's fucking eye trauma. It has to be.
But it's like, I guess that maybe that's why he overcompensated for the lack of eye trauma and just zoomed in on everybody's eyes throughout the whole fucking movie.
Yeah. So that kill was, for me, one of the better kills, right? Because you know, the real estate agent comes back in, and what did she come back for? Was she coming back to kind of warn them about something? Was she?
I thought, because wasn't that at the point where Lucy was like, "Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of this house," and they went to the office to be like, yeah, she needs to get us out of here, but she wasn't available. Okay. So again, I took that as, you know, word got out that they want to move, so they tracked the realtor down, and then so she just came to the house to talk to them.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just putting more into it than there was, because that was the other thing I took away from the second watch, that it felt like there was more intention in this, like, I don't know. It just felt like it was all over the place. I just got this sense like there was supposed to be more meaning, or not necessarily more of a message, but I don't know what it was. There was like all these components, and it just felt like something was just missing.
Yeah, and the plot was very simple in this movie. There wasn't a lot to kind of digest here.
Guy's coworker dies in a mysterious way. He moves his family to the house to research it. House is weird. He finds out why it's weird.
Bad Ronald.
Yeah. And then brief battle scene, credits.
Yeah. And again, and a long pause, right, with gore. You know, usually in a Fulci, when you look back at the Beyond City of Living Dead, it's like every 15 minutes there's
you get it sprinkled throughout. And
exactly.
And again, I think that was highly to the detriment of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Because again, until that moment that the realtor showed up, I'm torn as far as best, though, between her and Annie. Even though Annie's was more simple.
Yeah, the slicing of the, right? Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like that's another thing you don't see a lot with a throat cut. It's usually just whoosh.
Yeah.
Or you might get something more graphic where it's sawing away and removing the head, but the fact that it was like slice, and, you know, like just multiple shots.
There was a little bit of sawing. Going on,
yeah,
but...
Because you had to get the full, you know, bring that mannequin, you know, full circle.
Yeah, it wasn't Hereditary with piano wire. Yeah. And I saw, like, in Joe T's hot takes that he shared for your guys.
I didn't read that yet, but
some crazy hot takes there. I was looking through them like, holy shit. But so I enjoyed. I think those are the two best kills. But the real estate agent, you know, Dr. Freudstein takes this a little poker, and it's like just a tip. Just a tip. It's like he wasn't even sticking it in there. It was just like, yeah, just a tip. I'm gonna stab you.
I'm just gonna pierce the bag.
Yeah, and then a ton of blood, and then fucking the one in the neck though was nice. I got Kevin Bacon Friday the 13th vibes from that one.
And it's funny because He did dwell, or not dwell, but like focused on a lot of like a good puncture, watch it bleed out a little bit. But that next shot, they really like that. That felt like a whole 2 minutes of just focusing on the blood shooting out of that. And I'm guessing the fact that they made it so dark added to it. I thought it looked good.
Yeah. And then you get a scene, right? Then you get a scene where Norman and Lucy, you know, they're going downstairs in the cellar and the fucking bat. So now you have this bat. I think at one point I saw the string. I may have not seen the string, but I think I did.
Apparently they also had like a mechanical one. I guess just when it was like in the hair, but again...
When the bat was on his hand, and I will get through the scene, but it looked like a furry like teddy bear. It looked like Ted the teddy bear with wings. You just had to...
And browner.
But this bat, it lands on Lucy's head, right? And she's screaming, and the husband takes about 3 fucking hours to actually help her, right? So she's dealing with it, and then the bat latches onto his hand, and it's biting his hand, and he's fucking dead. This bat had more blood in it than fucking Kevin Bacon getting smashed in fucking Maxine.
Okay. That was one of my notes as well. I was just waiting for the pause to bring that up, but even when it came off, it was like, all right, apparently there wasn't that much there, because part of me was willing to suspend disbelief in that, well, I'm sure half of that's coming from his hand, but when it came off, no, his hand was just coated in red. No,
this was a bat that was probably a 1.5 foot in size, and the body was probably maybe 4 or 5 inches.
And that was wingspan. That wasn't even the body.
That was wingspan, but this thing bled like fuck. I'm telling you, like, there was more blood than when Kevin Bacon's car got smashed in the fucking presser in Maxine. More blood came out of this bat than it did there. Did you notice the fucking fiddle faddle popcorn box on the table in the kitchen?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that brought me back. Now, I don't know if fiddle faddle is a thing today. I don't know if they still sell it, but I remember as a kid, man, I fucking loved fiddle faddle. It was like the popcorn with the like candy peanuts. It was like a candy coated type, and it was just, fiddle faddle was fucking great.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I didn't notice it in the movie, but okay, I was drawing a blank on what you were talking about. But yeah, I do remember that.
Yep, the box of fiddle faddle. That was.
You're gonna make me watch this a third time, aren't you?
Please don't.
Unless you got a timestamp, and I could just go to that scene.
Yeah, I forget what scene it was, but I definitely saw a box of fiddle faddle there.
It was that scene in the kitchen.
Yeah, I was brought back to my childhood because popcorn for me back in the day was fiddle faddle, was Cracker Jacks, was those fucking big ass fucking hard popcorn bowls that we usually got in our fucking Christmas stockings. Remember those?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you had the drugstore popcorn tin that had the wedges of separation. You had all different types of popcorn.
You had the cheese. You had the caramel.
Yeah,
is it caramel or caramel?
Yeah, I say caramel. Caramel.
Yeah.
But
message us at excellentdayforpodcast.com. Tell us how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Tell us what popcorn you ate as a fucking child. Yeah, but that next shot with the real estate, that was pretty good. The bat was crazy. There wasn't a lot of, like I said, there wasn't a lot of gore in this movie. I was wanting for more, and I haven't seen this movie in a long fucking time. I mean, years and years. So kind of revisiting it did not age well for me at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I got. Oh, what was it? Early on when when Lucy was doing the nipple walk through the house.
Oh yeah,
like early on.
I took a note and I just put Kingpin.
And so
Lucy's been hanging out by the freezer. Thank you.
I'm gonna say she didn't need a freezer for it either. Yeah, those were distracting. And but yeah, then but then something about the way he said it. But yeah, when he came home looking for her and she was all like in the fetal position up in the bedroom and shit. Yeah. But I was just waiting for Lucy, I'm home.
Lucy. Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Lucy. I love it.
So just the way I don't know if that was him or if that was an overdub, because I think I also read somewhere that everybody was able to do their own English, but the kids didn't. So that's why they had to get voice actors to do them.
Okay.
So probably again making it stand out even more the voices completely didn't match the bodies.
So bad. What a horrible choice.
Whereas the adults seem to blend better. So again, that was probably it, because they were using their actual fucking voices. The other thing I saw with a little bit of research, I was unaware, even though now knowing it was just like, oh, that's so fucking obvious. But the library was the Tarantula library from the Beyond.
Oh shit, was it?
They used the same set, either the same room or the same set.
Okay.
Whatever it was, but yeah, that's the same exact library they used in the Beyond. So that was one positive thing.
Yeah. Do you remember the when Norman was, I guess he went to another cemetery to see if Dr. Freudstein was buried there, and the caretaker, whoever it was saying, no, he's not here. Everybody says he is, but he's not buried here.
Look out your back window.
Yeah. Was that the same gravedigger from City?
I don't know, and it did cross my mind, but I did not look that up.
Look like him. Whether I'm confusing him with that movie or Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Great. I don't know which one, but as soon as I saw that guy, I'm like, he looks familiar. He played a fucking gravedigger somewhere else.
Gravedigger.
Yeah. And the soundtrack to this whole movie. I mean, listen, I kind of dig a little bit Fulci soundtracks for this entire trilogy. The score, how he kind of went, but this one was like this. It was like the soundtrack was Bob fucking crying, sobbing. This whole movie, there was fucking the dude sobbing somewhere. That was the score.
Yeah, I mean, I do like how they were going for, I guess, a little more of a gothic feel, but yeah, just it was, even if you didn't watch the credits, it was still obvious that they got somebody else for this one.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean, like. I'm trying to figure it. It feels like this whole movie was like phoned in to complete a trilogy that was not actually a trilogy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not even a reference to Gates of Hell or
exactly
anything.
Exactly.
Even in the Beyond, they were like, oh yeah, there's like some weird shit going on here. But this, it was just, you know what? That was the other thing I kind of got the vibe out of on this was, Hell House. That he was just kind of chilling out with the building the whole time, waiting for fresh meat to come through.
Yeah.
So
okay. The drag on the floor, right? Like Hell House, where they dragged the bodies and then just disappeared in the wall, but you had the blood stains, and so there's a little connection. Okay.
And that's the other reason, like how you brought up, like was Annie kind of connected to any of this? Because she didn't seem fazed at all when she's like mopping up blood in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, and let's go to that scene too. That scene was wild for me because there you have, in the morning, early in the morning, you got Annie who's sopping up this fucking blood drag stain. I don't know, the kitchen or whatever. And Lucy comes out. Oh, good morning. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just making coffee. Oh, okay. Thank you. Does it, do you even think to ask, why are you mopping up blood? Why is there blood in the fucking kitchen and you're cleaning it up? They just, totally skirt that issue.
Did you bleed on my house?
Yeah. You bled on my house? We need to ask Cognetti again. Did you get inspired by House by the Cemetery? Was that your inspiration for Hell House?
Was that your attempt of, all right, there's enough to take away from this movie, but I think I could do it better.
Yeah. Was that fucking clown an evolution of Dr. Freudstein? Oh man.
Fuck. What was his name?
Who's that?
I was trying to stall, and then I realized I'm drawing a complete blank. The main guy from Hell House. Tully.
Patrick?
Yeah, Tully.
Oh, Tully. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at before about it was a little bit of Tully hanging out in the basement, you know. Yeah. So, but yeah, so the movie happened. Another thing I completely forgot about. I mean, it was kind of throughout, but I think it might have been the realtor's death where it really stood out to me was just the sounds, as he's killing her. I got a little bit of the breather from Student Bodies.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw that one, but it was as he's stabbing her, it's just
yeah. Long time ago I saw that. Yeah, that's a blast.
I actually, one day, it's one of those, I think about it once every couple years, and one of the times I did, it was I got to get the kid to watch this, and I ended up ordering the DVD, so I actually own that, and now that I think about it, I'm way overdue to watch it again.
Yeah, but I'd love to. So this movie was shot in New York City, Boston, and Concord, Mass.
Yeah.
I wonder if that house still exists. It is kind of a creepy house.
Yeah.
Kind of like, it looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere there.
I mean, again, you saw it enough times in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
They just he couldn't help to go back. Like, if you got rid of all the establishing shots of the outside of that building, you could have probably trimmed like 10 minutes off the movie.
Yeah. But I never thought about that. That's good that you bring that up. Yeah, I don't know like what the connection is. There's zero connection to this as a trilogy to City and Beyond. Like, you know, those all had like gates of hell, right? They open and you're trying to close them. Was the basement the gates of hell? Like, did Dr. Freudstein end up surviving for 150 years? Because I don't know. I don't see the connection.
Dr. Satan Tully was the mastermind behind the whole thing.
Yeah, and and you got, so at the end you got Bob, who's like just freaking out. He's stuck in the basement. Dr. Freudstein is coming after him, right? And you know, like, yeah. He sounded like the guy from Forrest Gump. Remember? Do you remember that scene in Forrest Gump when?
There's been a lot of references to that coming up lately. I think I need to go back and watch
the
that
mom
again,
sleeps
too.
with the teacher just to get him into the public school, and then he's like mimicking. He's like, that's what they sound like. But yeah, so the kid
Forrest hung out with a lot of hooers.
Yeah, the kid is stuck down there, and Lucy and Norman realize that their son is, so he grabs the axe, right? And now he's gonna fucking, axe this door. And Dr. Frosty puts the kid's face against the door. And it's like, he's chopping at the door and you don't know. And then he chops again and he actually cuts Dr. Freudstein's arm off during one of the axes. So he's got blood on the axe. Like, no one's freaking out. Your son is against the door. You just fucking chopped into the door. Now you pull the axe out and you got blood on it. No one's thinking to say, did I just fucking kill my son?
Did you go all fucking Mr. Crowley on your kid?
Yeah. But another connection to City, right? With the pickaxe in the coffin. Mm-hmm. This is the door, right? Fulci likes to play with that scenario a bit.
But yeah, I guess he was consistent. He gave just as many fucks as he did in City.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, I know there's a body confined tightly in this box, but I'm going to pickaxe my way to free possibly her corpse. And the same thing here. He's just going to whack away, and then whatever happens, happens.
Yep.
Even though there's technically evidence that you just murdered your child. But
Exactly. I was looking for some type of emotion, right? Mm-hmm. It reminded me of Stream. Danielle Harris dead. Just got killed. Show me emotion. Let's go.
I get that he was trying to keep it together for the sake of his kid, but that's a hard one to fight off.
Yeah, man. It's like, at least like, oh my God, what the fuck did I just do? But anyway, so now, towards the end of this movie, everybody's in the basement, and you got Dr. Freudstein, and they all see him now, and so he stabs him, and I swear to God, I thought shit was coming out of the stab wound. like when I looked at it, I'm like, is that like shit?
Was that gluten-free browner patty?
Yeah. Like, is that the same stuff that Vicky was sitting and terrified? So it just looked like, and then you have the whole maggots, and then you get your puddle of maggots, which is another obvious in Lucio Fulci movies, right? You got to have the little puddle of blood with maggots. Yeah, and then you get the way Norman dies with the throat rip. So that kind of brought me back to Demons. It
was the most brief kill in it, but again, I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
And again, maybe the low lighting helped a lot with that, because, like I said, it sounds like Fulci wasn't completely thrilled with some of the effects in this, but it worked. And maybe because it was so short, but I bought it.
And it brought me to Demons, like the throat ripping in Demons. There was a lot of, like, as I was watching some of these scenes, it was like taking me to other different movies.
This movie took a lot of inspiration from movies that didn't exist yet.
Yeah. Right? And poor Lucy, my God, they drag her down the stairs. He drags her down the stairs, and we got to show every fucking
and
her face in every stair with that loud sound effect. I'm like, oh,
that was the other one. The sound design was just off.
Yeah.
Because that, it was like, I've been to concerts where the drums weren't that loud. like it was, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I didn't get at all. Even the whole thing towards the beginning when Norman was home and he was looking for Bob, and then you hear what, like Bob crying or screaming or
Oh yeah, Bob's crying throughout the entire fucking movie.
And but you know, it wasn't really Bob, I guess, at the time. But like the way the sound came out, it sounded like he was like right behind him in the closet or something.
Yeah.
But in the movie, it was that voice was coming from downstairs, but it sounded like he was like right behind him. It's like, bring that down a little bit. So yeah, even the sound design was like a lot of odd choices were made in this one.
Yep. Another scene when we finally do, because you know Fraudstein's killing a lot of people. He's dragging them down into the fucking basement. So now he's got all these corpses propped up everywhere, right? So I got a little bit of, when I saw that, two vibes I got. Some good like prop scenes, right? Cut up body parts and everything. So I immediately went to Evil Dead. Where you had all body parts strewn all over, you know, the cabin floor and everything.
I was thinking the end of Sleepaway Camp 2, but you know, teach their own.
And you had a little titty chew on that one, right? So one torso, you know, you could obviously see it was female. One of the titties was gnawed off. So you were thinking about this movie, but apparently we watched the cut version of it, so we didn't get to see the titty chew. Exactly. I gotta go watch Burial Ground now because I just have to see the titty chomp.
Yeah, that's why.
Happy birthday to me as well. I got a vibe that happened just like all the corpses around. They weren't around a table, you know, celebrating a fucking, you know, Little House on the Prairie's birthday, but still.
Yeah, I believe last night I cleansed the palate with a long overdue rewatch of one of the greatest foreign movies of all time.
Yeah, I saw that little.
I'm glad you picked up on it.
Yeah, because I know the guy. As soon as I saw the dude laying about, Dave's watching fucking Serbian porn again.
Dave's having a religious experience again.
I was waiting for the dick pic to come.
I was trying to be
dick in the eye pic.
But that cracked me up though, like the way you guys talk, and then the scene at the end, like, you know, when he comes through 3 days later from his bull drug induced coma, and like and he's going around trying to track everybody down, and he's calling Marco, and I was like, oh shit. That's why he won't watch it. He was in the fucking movie.
He was in the movie. Like, listen, I'm not watching that movie. I fucking experienced that movie.
I ain't gotta watch it.
I was on set when the dick went in the eye. I saw it all.
I was a stunt cock. I don't have to watch the movie, Gotti. I lived it.
I gotta watch Serbian film again, man. It's been so long. You have the Blu-ray, right?
I got the unedited.
You got the unedited, man. I may have to borrow that from you one day, man. I think I know I vowed never to watch that again. I first saw it.
It's not, or maybe I'm just that fucking numb now. But like watching it last night, I'm like, it doesn't feel as, you know, aside of two scenes, it didn't feel as horrific as I remember. Because like I said, I will defend the movie as being from a technical end, it was a good movie.
Oh yeah, it was a very good movie. Absolutely.
It's just the content.
Yeah.
You know, the same way I defend Human Centipede. If you could at least ignore, pun intended, the awful shit going on in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, objectively, it's a good movie. It's well done. It's well put together. It's just a fucked up topic.
Sure.
But like I said, I don't know if I'm just that jaded now, but on this last night's rewatch, I'm thinking this isn't, again, you removed two scenes specifically, like this isn't that awful.
yeah the scene though,
like I don't condone any of it. I don't wish that, like, if I found out somebody was actually doing this to people, I would love to pay them a visit and have a word or two with them.
You need to get medieval on their ass if they're doing that, right?
But
I'm pulling your fucking fingernails off and dipping them in fucking alcohol.
Even like the decapitation scene, I'm like, this isn't as terrible as I like. I don't think that was completely unjustified.
Yeah, I gotta
in
watch
the context of the movie, but as long as, because again, it has a special place in my heart. So, not saying I don't trust you, but as long as the movie comes back.
Oh yeah, no, listen,
I'm all for loaning it out, because the more people that watch, but that's why when I said
I'm not gonna put it on like light it on fire. This movie needs to rot.
I don't know if you got a ritual burning, but That's why in my head it was like taking a shot, because I know you saw the movie. I know Joe said he saw it, but how much of that became like an immediate repressed memory? Like,
yeah.
So
Well, you could tell that guy from anywhere, man. You could show me a picture of that dude. It's like Serbian film.
Like I said, to me it felt
porno
like
actor.
To me it just felt like a maybe a more scruffy looking version of like a young Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah, or David Spade.
Yeah, like an older Spade.
An older fucking Spade. Oh, shit.
So anyhow, yeah, I just had to get that movie off my chest again.
Good for you, man. It's always good to...
It felt nice to revisit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to revisiting Alone in the Dark, with the one with Donald Pleasance and
I'm not
Martin
100%
Landau.
that I saw that one, but
yeah,
I've been seeing it pop up in a lot of streaming, so
yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. I'm gonna do a short on that one as well. But yeah, so House by the Cemetery.
We were talking. Yeah, I just wanted to pad this episode because I feel like there's not a lot to discuss on this one.
No, there isn't, man. I gotta admit, man, I struggled through this one. Like, I just watched it. I watched it this morning right before we recorded, and it's like, you're struggling when I kept pausing it to see like how much is left of this movie.
And that's the thing. My Blu-ray player's like really fucking weird.
We're talking the alleged box.
No, because I actually own the DVD.
Oh, you have the Blu-ray.
movie.
You have, okay. I watched it allegedly.
See, now, and I think I did see it was on Tubi, but yeah, if you could allegedly watch it without commercials every 5 minutes,
that's what I did.
Better.
I had the choice, but...
And a fun little thing I noticed, because this is one of those, I bought it used at a store for like, $5 or less, which is probably why I was in no rush. If you're not paying $20 for a movie, why would you be in a rush to consume it?
Yeah.
But when it was done, I'm just blankly staring at the TV like, okay, that happened, trying to make sense of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And at the end of the credits, the screen went black, and I figured any second now it's going back to the menu, because now I'm thinking maybe I'll check out some bonus footage or, see what extras are on here. And it just stayed black for at least a minute. Apparently the copy I have is a rip from a Laserdisc copy.
Oh, shit.
Because after a minute of it being black, it came up. You remember, I don't know if it happens on DVDs or Blu-rays now, but I remember it was big with certain VCRs. Like when you would hit play, you would get that blue screen and it would show play.
Yep.
Or if you hit stop, you get the blue screen. This went to blue and it said Laserdisc pause.
Oh, wow.
Or something. So apparently someone had the Laserdisc, decided to transfer it over to a DVD, and now I own that copy. So, and
the quality was good though? Quality was good?
Oh yeah, I mean it looked like a DVD of an old movie.
Yeah.
But that was, to me, that was the most interesting part of the whole movie. It was like, ooh, I have like an alleged Laserdisc copy of.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that going into it. It was a legit purchase I made.
Looking at your poster of House by the Cemetery behind you, right, and it's got the scene of Lucy kind of, in the crack of the tomb, right, that everybody was trying to get out of. And when the real estate agent got killed, right, her leg got caught in that at first, right? She stepped into it, right?
Is that what it was? Oh wait, because that's what Bob ended up climbing out of.
That's what Bob ended up climbing out of, right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he got fucking superhuman strength, is moving the whole fucking slate, but okay. But yeah, so when her leg got caught in that, it was weird because the next scene, when you watch as like Fraudstein's getting closer to her and she's still stuck there, it almost looked like there was no crack anymore, and her leg was just it reminded me of, like, you ever see the movie the Philadelphia Experiment?
The Eddie Wilson version?
Yeah, the one with the dude from Warriors. What's his fucking Michael Parr?
Yeah, Eddie Wilson.
Was it? Yeah. So where like you got like half like arms coming out of the stone and everything. It's like they're caught in that like time warp, and half of them are there and half of them are gone.
I remember watching the shit out of that movie on HBO as a kid.
Played all the time.
I fucking loved it.
Yep.
But the only thing I remember from the movie, other than the ship, I think it was at the end too, like when the ship was coming back to the present and all. Outside of that, the only thing I remember of that movie was when he first went back and he met up with what's her name, and he was just like, "What about the war?" She's like, "What war?" He's like, the war, Germany and Japan, who won? Like, and she was like, we did. Like, that's literally it. That's all I must have watched that movie like 30 or 40 times.
Yeah.
As a kid. So yeah, I gotta go back and watch that again because
that was a good movie. You know what movie I gotta go back and watch? I actually own it. I bought it when I saw it on Amazon Prime, and I fucking loved it. This was a movie of my childhood. It was called Defiance. It was with Jan Michael Vincent.
Okay.
And it was where he's like a sailor and he goes and live, like, it was like really grimy New York City. Art Carney was in it, from the fucking Honeymooners.
Shit.
And
you mean Art Carney from Firestarter?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. He was in Firestarter. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Defiance was where like this dude and like this gang is just fucking tormenting and harassing this town, and the people just like the stores pay money and extortion and everything, and like everybody's afraid, and Jan Michael Vincent is this guy that comes and and everybody's looking for him to protect them all because he stands up to them. Fucking, if you ever get a chance to watch, I wore that shit out on VHS, man. It was on all the fucking time on HBO.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that, but
yeah, Defiance, it's called, man. It's good. It's good. Then at the end, just, like, I don't want to ruin it for you, so. But yeah, if you get a chance to check that out, that's.
Again, I find that funny when we've all watched something, we take no hesitation in spoiling. But if one of us didn't catch something, like, no, well, we're going to be respectful to one another, but fuck anyone listening.
Yeah, our poor listeners, we're spoiling the shit for us.
Yeah, we care about each other, but.
Well, listen, our listeners know that we spoil everything, so,
yeah. I actually added that to our intros, so...
Yeah,
going forward, actually, this will probably be the first episode where I tagged a slight spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Very subtle.
But again, we apologize. We had some real good conversations, deep discussions on The Beyond and City of the Living Dead, but this one, man... This one I just struggled with to find anything to talk about, man.
This was to the point where we had to go Serbian for 3 minutes.
Yeah. We had to bring other movies into the equation here. We had to finish it, right? House by the Cemetery. To your point, I never even thought of that. I don't know how it fucking connects at all to the other two, but it does.
I mean, you could say that, that Frankenstein, was somehow in tune with the gates and all, but like not even and again it feels weird because we're saying how there's no connection, but again, this wasn't intended to be, who knows, maybe going into this movie he's like, you know what, there was enough similarities with the last two, maybe I'll tie. It's funny because this one seemed to have the most definitive ending of the three movies, and yet it's like, all right, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. So the ending, right? Let's talk about it, right? So the ending is, mother, Lucy and Norman are dead, and I guess the kid, Mary Fraudstein, right? And the little girl, the wife and the mom and daughter, he's just he goes with them.
So now, I'm wondering, did they actually, did he just? Is this a case of he saw them?
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
And that their spirit saved them, or did he die and this is him going off into the whatever that realm was at the end of the Beyond? Were they taking him off to Neverland?
Yeah, and maybe that's the connection. All they really had to do, when like some of those library scenes, just say, oh yeah, or the real estate, something that the house was built on, like a Gates of Hell, or the seven doors. Just give you something, one little sentence that connects it. That's all they had to do.
And again, I would love to know, maybe I should have done more research on this, but I'm wondering if...
Don't waste your time, Dave.
Like I said, if at this point Fulci was trying to make this another one...
Yeah.
Because it does feel like the most dispassionate, I mean, I haven't watched all of his movies, but I've seen enough that I feel like, this was just phoned in, and that... why make it?
Yeah.
Maybe he did stand by it. Maybe he felt like, oh, this is going to be like my masterpiece. And, so that's why I'm wondering if by this point, if it was intended to be a part of the other two movies that weren't intended to be part of one another.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah. If this movie was kind of a standalone and they didn't have like an hour-long gap of just fucking dialogue and bullshit, no gore, right? And
like there's... again, we've always said, like, you go into his movies for gore, not for story. Yet it felt like he was focusing a lot on the story.
Exactly.
And it was very thin, even
to begin with.
By Fulci standards.
Yeah,
I feel like the
story
other
wasn't even...
Like the other two movies, even though there were moments or aspects of it that were confusing, but it seemed like it felt like he had a vision for this, but I got it less than the other ones.
I mean, for me, Fulci, my favorite Fulci movie will always be, I know a lot of people kind of go to zombie, for me it's City of the Living Dead. That is, hands down for me, my favorite Lucio Fulci movie.
Yeah, it's...
hands down.
I don't know, but I do need to rewatch more of his stuff before making that thing. But yes, City was... I feel like that and The Beyond were very close, but I think City might just eke it out as definitely my favorite of the trilogy. But I still like The Beyond. It did go down on the recent rewatch of it, but it definitely was better than this.
What are some of the other movies that he did? He did some comedy, didn't he, Fulci? Don't Torture a Duckling, that's one.
I forgot that was him.
Yeah, that was him.
For some reason, I hear that and my brain goes to Argento.
Yeah, but it'll the New York Ripper, Manhattan Baby.
Oh yeah. I don't know how I forgot New York Ripper.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got some good ones, but again, for me, it's always going to be City of the Living Dead.
Maybe not right away because I feel like we had something else lined up, but. Yeah, down the road we'll maybe touch on. Maybe we'll pick like, a small handful of Argento movies, and we'll have to get Two-Eyed Kevin in on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because again, I know he's a fan of Italian horror, and if I remember right, I think Argento was one of his favorites.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Is Two-Eyed Kevin joining you guys for the next episode?
That was the last I heard.
So
what else did we learn?
That closes the trilogy for us, Dave. We have completed the Gates of Hell trilogy.
We finished the thing.
Yeah, we did. I feel we ended on a little bit of a thud.
Again, we could have done the DGG Halloween trilogy, but I feel like this as a whole was better.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, the first two carried us, man. The first two were classics, but this one was just didn't do it for me. It
was a bit rough.
It was a bit rough. It was tough to get through. I mean, it's I don't know if this one has like cult status the way some of his other movies do. I don't think it does, but
I do hear it on other shows. I hear it referenced, but nobody really like an actual reference of they'll be talking about another movie and it was like, oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of House. But yeah, I don't hear a lot of people really going into it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I've ever really heard like a straight up review of it. It was just like, oh yeah, that happened. That's a Fulci movie. I mean, I know, yes, there's tons of reviews on it, but it's like, as far as again, anything I listen to, I've never really heard anyone go fully into it. It's just like, yeah, it's, I mean, there were two great movies that were done, and this kind of followed that up, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, it was, I felt we you know, and again, I didn't remember this movie too much. Like I said, I saw it a long time ago, so I was kind of excited getting into it, you know, to try to, you know, to watch it, and I know we were going to kind of close the chapter here and talk about it, but fuck. It was a rough watch. Maybe it was just Bob's voice, man. Maybe it was just like got under my fucking skin the entire movie. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe again, I don't even know if it's an option on my copy, but maybe I'll do a rewatch just to hear the Italian version.
Yeah. And
to go back and catch the popcorn.
Well, all right, let's lock this baby down.
4. Maybe a 3.5.
What's that?
I'm gonna go with 3.5 because I feel like 4 is teetering on giving it too much credit.
Yeah. You know, I was. It's crazy that we were like right in sync with that because when I finished it, I was at a 3. I was at a 3. So I could be swayed, you know, maybe with the real estate agent kill to kind of go to 3.5, but.
I feel like I would have gone like a 1 or a 2, but what little gore there was,
yeah.
I really liked it.
I had a lot of problems with this one, and although Katrina McCall, I rewatching these, I've become like a fan of hers again, because I think she's great in these in this entire Gates of Hell trilogy. But this one was definitely not one that I will be devouring anytime soon. Unless you tell me that it's great if you just listen to it if you watch it with no dubbing and just as an Italian with subtitles.
I wouldn't say great, but I'm wondering if that'll take a lot of the Bob sting out of it to hear the actual kid's voice.
I gotta try to hear it now. I never thought to kind of actually hear what he sounded, because his acting was okay. His acting wasn't bad. I mean, he cried on cue. He had to do what he did.
Yeah.
But fuck that voice, man. Oh my God. It was just like it did not match that kid.
Yeah.
But so 3 and 3.5. All right. That's Skinamarink territory for the boys, for the other two nerds. I wonder if Joe would like Skinamarink better than this movie.
I may have to find that out now.
Yeah, we may have to tie him down and force him to watch this.
Go Clockwork Orange on him, just strap him down, put the fucking...
for research purposes, Joe. But, all right, well, that concludes our Gates of Hell trilogy for our listeners. We both struggled a little bit getting through this one, but again, check it out. If anything else, just check it out because you've watched the other two, and it is a trilogy, even though you'll come to find out that it really has nothing to do with the other two. I'm still trying to find the connection, but...
the big connection is Catherine, there's a boy involved, and there's gore.
Yeah.
That's the connection to...
Yeah, and it's Fulci, right? And it's... you don't even have eye trauma. You don't even have eye trauma in this one. I mean,
you do, you just don't see it happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's the only thing I could think of to justify, or maybe it only stood out in this one, but like I said, he just kept zooming in on everybody's eyes.
You know what I would have liked to have seen? Fucking tongue trauma. Right in the opening credits, a Bob's tongue being taken out, so I didn't have to fucking hear and voice the entire movie. Give me some tongue trauma.
And then, for once, I'll give an advanced spoiler warning. And then it ties into Speak No Evil.
Oh, yeah. But, all right. Well, House by the Cemetery, Dave.
And
we've talked about it. We've done it.
Yeah, on paper, we did what we set out to accomplish. We had a conversation of sorts on this movie.
Yeah. I thought the third chapter would, again, I didn't remember a ton from this movie, but it did not age well.
Apparently you remembered things that never happened.
I think the most frustrating part for me was I was actually waiting for the titty bite in this movie. I sat down and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna, if nothing else, I'm gonna get the titty bite, and that's gonna carry me as the movie was going, an hour with nothing happening.
And then
and no titty bite.
And that was, again, realizing I never actually saw this before, but when it got to the point where what was the scene where this in many ways this movie was very unmemorable.
Yeah, we forgot about it already. I just watched it an hour ago.
Something happened and a little bit of blood splattered on Bob there.
Oh, that was the
was that Annie or...
Oh shit, which one? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It
was about mid-movie-ish or towards the end. But when that happened, part of me was thinking, like, now is he going to get, like, this zombie infection and just start biting tits?
Yeah.
Like, that was the moment of, like, excitement I had. I'm like, maybe this is what's going to trigger the titty bite. And
yeah.
Yeah. No.
And then I realized, like, as it was getting towards the end, I'm like, all right, so all the females are dead. So what titty remains?
Is he going to regress to, like, the nursing days and just suck on mom a little bit?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, so whose titty is he biting? And then it just... And then, soon as it was over, I Googled, like I said, and it's like fucking Burial Ground, man. I haven't seen that movie in, fuck,
and again,
ages.
The actual reason for me even bringing it up, because all these other movies that I'm way overdue for a rewatch. I feel like after last night's viewing, it kind of gave my brain a reset, and now I can go back to watching normal movies again.
Yep.
So maybe I'll play catch up on a lot of this stuff.
I remember Burial Ground though. I remember it had a cool VHS box. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I do remember the artwork.
Yeah.
But
look, Burial Ground. The gates of hell have opened. When the moon turns red, the dead shall rise. Talk about ripping off.
Now I got to rewatch it because you know what? Maybe that'll be our thing. We'll do a rewatch on that. Maybe that would have been a better part 3 to this trilogy because apparently it was far more memorable than this.
Yeah, here you go. One of the guests, the young Michael, has become traumatized, and his mother Evelyn tries comforting him in another room. Michael, however, seems to be becoming sexually attracted to his mother and fondles her breasts while kissing her. Evelyn slaps him, and he runs off screaming, "What's wrong? I'm your son." Michael then encounters the zombified Leslie, and wait, no, that's not the titty bite scene. Where's the titty? Oh, here we go. Evelyn offers Michael to suckle at her breast, and he bites off her nipple. Burial Ground, 1981.
Go on. now, read that again, but nice and slow.
Suckles at her breast and bites off her nipple.
Fuck you, 50 Shades. This is art.
Oh shit, 1981. Yeah, Italian. I mean, they all jumbled together, man. Everybody was making a fucking Gates of Hell movie with zombies.
And then when did The Gate come out? That was like 85?
Gate was like 85, yeah. I think it was 85, 84, 85. I want to say 85. Yeah.
And totally unrelated, but I just looked up, because I feel like every time we do this, I got to get a glimpse at the Beast Within poster, and I noticed you got your dick pic back there.
Listening to What an Excellent Day for a Podcast, where we use the number 4 to save you time. Check out our entire catalog at excellentdayforapodcast.com. Also on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and everywhere else you listen to podcasts. Have a question? Email us at excellentdayforapodcast@gmail.com.
But guys, I want to interact on social media.
Excellent.
See what we did there?
Follow us on Twitter at excellentday4a. Otherwise, search for What an Excellent Day for a Podcast to get our Facebook page, our group page, Instagram, YouTube, and our newly launched Twitch channel. Come say hello, share them all, engage.